Hey there, Tamir from Fibonacci-Traders.com here. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Happy Tuesday. If you're here, say hi. Don't be shy. Another pre-market preparations for Tuesday. Tomorrow, CPI. What do you think? What the CPI will bring us? Who's with me? If you are here, say hi. Thank you very much for joining this live. I will try to provide all the information on the technical side that I have to help you survive another trading day. Hi, Offer. Thank you very much for joining. Always first. Thank you very much. Before we begin, we have the Fibonacci Traders Playlist Academy, 25 videos on how to become a better trader on the technical side and the psychology behind trading. So before you take any other paid service or course, check this playlist, then you will become a better trader. We also have Fibonacci Traders Discord. This is the premium room where we go day trading mainly for premium members. We have exclusive requests. We have swing ideas, chart request, swing, weekend. We have all the news channels from Twitter in one place, so you will not get lost in the news world. So, what's on your plate for today? Hi, hi Ophir, hi Avi, hi Iran. Thank you very much for joining. What is your watch list for today? How was yesterday's trading day for you? Let me know. As we can see, we have the US 500 15 minutes over here, US 500 4 hours over here. This is my main screen for those who don't know. This is my main screen. I look at it almost 24/5. As long as the market is open, this window is open. Futures 15 minutes, futures 4 hours. Let's zoom out. 4 hours went all the way towards the 50% retracement of this downtrend, bounced off this purple trend line, and now struggling between the 44.71 and the 44.84. Long above 44.84 towards 4,500, and then 45.15, and then 45.39 below this one. Now we can take Fibonacci swing low, swing high. This is our new recent high. Below 44.67, we are heading towards this purple trend line. Today, because tomorrow CPI numbers, I'm not sure we will get some price action today worth the risk. Let's see how the day will open and continues. For now, as we can see on the 15 minutes, this is why we always zoom in and zoom out to get a better point of view of price action. At the 15 minutes, we are in a downtrend. We try to take some short over here in the premium room, but as you can see, it's just moving sideways. So we are waiting, maybe short below the 44.71, below this trend line, or prepare for both sides. Long above the 44.78, 44.80, above this purple trend line. We have all the levels to the upside and to the downside to manage our risk. We have SPY 65, we have an open gap at the 449, and we have an open gap at the 445.65. What do you think? Which gap will get filled tomorrow? 8:30 a.m. CPI numbers. Which gap will get filled? The upper gap or the lower gap? What do you think? Let me know. For now, some kind of a gap to the downside at the 447.63. 447 needs to hold, otherwise we are heading towards this gap at the 445. Why I use the 65 minutes? Because 6 candle of 65 gives us a complete one daily candle. SPY 15, zoom in, zoom out. We have all the levels to the upside, all the levels to the downside. We can take this trend line over here now and we have another trend line over here. Same angle. Let's see this trend line, if we can find support, but now pre-market breaking to the downside. So by natural things of price action, if price will go to the upside, this trend line over here will become a resistance. And as you can see, price broadening formation. This is the true formation, how price moves. All the rest of the patterns are just not reliable patterns. We also have this trend line over here. We don't need Fibonacci because we see that this trend line, resistance, this trend line, support, resistance, and then became resistance. This trend line, resistance, now support. Now we have this trend line, support, needs to hold once again a support. This is how price moves, broadening formation. Let's make a quick review on yesterday's market. SPY closed the doji 445.82 to the downside is the support. We have the gap over here, as we said. QQQ, no gaps, but this purple trend line holding as resistance for the lower highs since middle of July. 372 needs to hold, otherwise we are heading towards 367 and then 358. Always prepare for both sides. Long continuation at QQQ, only above 381, and it's my opinion only for educational purposes. Never follow blindly anyone on social media. Always do your own due diligence. And we need to take under consideration that if CPI numbers will come out and market will not like what it sees, we have a double bottoms but double top scenario, and then price will go towards the 363 and 358. Dow Jones, nothing much. We have this purple trend line to the upside, purple trend line that's holding the higher lows. For now, price on the Dow is getting tighter and tighter, and if you are a pattern seeker, maybe we have a small cup and handle, but it's too soon. Only above 351, then we will see long continuation on the Dow. IWM holding the 184 area, below it 182. Below 182, we are heading towards this gap at the 176. Bitcoin, previous candle went all the way to the 25,200. You know this red line, we drew it way back. Now giving back all the down from yesterday, but as you can see, Fibonacci levels are support and resistance for future price action. Same thing as Ethereum. Yesterday broke below this red line, the 1608. Now struggling as resistance with the same area. KRE, same as IWM. We have a trend line that shows us that since beginning of August we are with lower highs. Below 42.90, below 42.70 maybe, we are heading towards 41 and then 39.35. Crude oil breaking above after a few days, 5 days, hovering between, jumping between the 85.70 and the 88. Now, bulls looking strong. The daily close above 88 and we are heading towards, no need to guess, we have Fibonacci to the future, 91.30 and then 95.50. SOXX holding. This is why I always say trend lines are the true support resistance for price action. This trend line is holding the higher lows since October. Yesterday, once again, we got a bounce. Now let's see if it's holding. Let's see if this gap will get filled. In my opinion, long on SOXX. If you ask me, in my opinion, I would wait for a close above 510 or even 515. If you have any requests, comments, feedbacks, questions on any subject, concerning technical analysis, stock market, psychology behind trading, feel free to write it down. I will get it. I will get them in a few minutes. And don't forget, like, subscribe, share with friends, hit the notification bell so you won't miss. Also, 12 p.m. Eastern Time, midday market review. Apple, this gap, the 181 gap, is still open. Can we get a close? 177 is the support now. Below it, we are heading towards this area, the 170, 172. Amazon, very bullish day yesterday. Now, I'm expecting an inside day on Amazon before tomorrow's CPI. Long continuation above 143.70. And we have all the supports to manage our risk to the downside. Nvidia almost gave back, basically gave back all the earnings gap to the upside. Now we have this gap, the 437, in my opinion, needs to get filled as soon as possible. And we need another touch on this purple trend line before the next leg up. But be careful, CPI numbers coming up tomorrow. If you're holding swings, manage your risk accordingly. Very risky to hold swings through CPI. Anything can happen. No one knows what will happen. The only thing we have full control of is our risk management. So manage your risk. Tesla with 11% to the upside, 261 together with this purple trend line now is the support. Above 277, we are heading towards this gap at the 290. Meta finally above the 305. Next is the 313. Sorry. Overall, Meta bouncing back. Shopify holding barely above the 63 area. Bulls of Shopify knows that once this area will get broken to the downside, 60 gap is next. AMD trend lines are the true support resistance for price action. You know this trend line because we drew this trend line few weeks back and still it's holding. Now pre-market looks like going to the downside. So a daily close below this white trend line, we are heading towards this white trend line, the red one, to the downside. Microsoft 50% retracement. Doji, some kind of a pullback now towards the 331. 331 needs to hold. Otherwise, we are heading towards back to the 324. Long continuation above 338 towards 344. Google, nothing much. Holding this area, very important level of support. Let's see if Google can break above this purple trend line towards the 145. Netflix still stuck between the 438 and the 450. Above 450, this gap will get filled. Below 438, in my opinion, this red line will get retested once again. What do we have? Hi Ophir, hi Avi, hi Iran, hi Amit, hi Amir. Hi Leah, thank you very much for joining. Hi Or, hi Mo, hi Menachem, hi Tzvi. Let's check. Hi Do. Let's check your requests. First, let's see the futures. Still, as you can see, trend lines holding as resistance. What else do we have? Qs. On the 65, I will get back to all your requests. Don't worry, I will try not to miss anyone. Don't forget to check the links in the description below for more educational resources. Of course, you have the Fibonacci newsletter. Once a week, a newsletter about the psychology behind trading. QQQ, 65 minutes downtrend, now holding above the 376, but pre-market going down and under, so 375 needs to hold as the next support. Now that we know that this is our last high, 375.70 needs to hold, otherwise 374 long continuation above 377 towards this gap over here. Let's mark it at the 15 minutes. If you're a day trader, you need to look at the 65 minutes and the 15 minutes to get a better point of view. Day trading is super hard, regardless of what you see and hear on social media, YouTube, Twitter. It's the fastest way. Day trading is the fastest way to blow up your account. This you can trust me. So if you can, avoid day trading. And I say it as a day trader. Now let's see if this trend line can hold and bounce towards the opening gap, then back towards the upper trend line. Avoid day trading, guys and girls. Avoid day trading. What do we have here? Tesla stop loss at break even, currently with gains. Very nice. Oh, LLY breaking above. Let's clean the chart. Breaking above the uptrend channel. LLY overall very strong name. 601 is the next resistance. In my opinion, this trend line needs to get retested once again as support before the next leg up towards 630 area and 670. If you are long already on LLY, use these trend lines and Fibonacci levels to the downside as your risk management. You, nothing much. We had a downtrend towards purple trend line. This purple trend line helps us to identify that overall you is in an uptrend since beginning of May. Now, if you're not long yet on you, I would wait for a break above 40 or a bounce once again of this purple trend line. If you're long already, if you already have long position on you, your stop loss should be just below this purple trend line. What else do we have? Oh, if we can please just everything in English, because we have viewers from all around the world, so it will be much appreciated and helpful for others to see your questions. UAL. What does UAL? For now, downtrend until proven otherwise. We have trend line over here. 2 consecutive dojis off the trend line. Let's see if they will validate as a bounce. But in my opinion, if you want to go long on UAL, we need to wait for a close above 48.34 or even above 50. If you're already long on UAL, manage your risk, because for now it's going down. What else? What do you do when there's CPI? Depends. If I have swings, I manage the risk, which means I tighten my stop losses, and sometimes I even take partials off. AFRM, nice. And if you follow me and you saw previous videos, you know this trend line, and here we are, stuck in this trend line. This is not magic, it's technical analysis. Once we truly understand the beauty of the relationship between price action on any time frame and on any security, whether it's stocks, ETFs, crypto, forex, day trading, swing trading, any time frame, we can become our own indicator. Now some kind of a pullback towards the 21, the 2030 will be very healthy. Long continuation only above this purple trend line. What else do we have? FTNT. Yesterday went all the way towards the 50%. With the doji, we have a gap. In my opinion, it will get filled in the first hour or so today. And then 63 needs to hold the support before the next leg up. Overall, we have this void. Price is now inside this gap's void. Let's see continuation towards closing this gap. Manage your risk. You have ATR and you have Fibonacci levels. What else do we have? What will be today with Tesla? Great question, Aaron. If I only knew, I would be super rich. Super. Nobody knows. Just follow the price. What's going on with Tesla now? Pre-market 0.8 to the downside. Let's see. After yesterday, maybe a little bit more to the upside, maybe even an inside candle. Inside candle means indecision in the market. So if market cannot decide, we surely cannot decide. If you see an inside candle and the time frame that you are trading, don't do anything, because the market cannot decide, and the market decides everything. And if the market is in indecision, we surely cannot decide. We need to wait. How do you interpret and do you react to pre or post hours trading price action? No, I don't. Once the market is open, I trade according to the SPY. I watch also the futures, of course, because the futures are without gaps. But I trade the SPY without the extended hours. As you can see, I don't have the pre or post hours. I hope it answered your question all. Thank you very much. Great question. What else? Let's see. SHW, we are waiting for a break. This is from my top stocks to watch video. Every Sunday, I post my top stocks to watch video. SHW, I'm waiting for a break above the 277. UHS, I'm waiting for a break above the 134 or even above the 136. And then we have a double bottom towards the 146. PayX, downtrend, I'm waiting for a break above this trend line and above the 122. Short below 119. SNPS, still waiting for bulls to finally break and close 2 or 3 days above this red line towards the 500. ZS, yesterday broke above. Now let's see if the 163 or the 160 can hold as support. This is why I always say wait for a 2 or 3 days closing above a resistance to go long or below a support to go short. Why? Because after this major resistance, one candle will not change the overall sentiment that this resistance is super tough. So another day closing above this one, and then we can take long. STNE, short idea, multi-top of the 14, short continuation below 11 towards the gap at the 922. Intel, struggling 3 consecutive days, struggling with the 3852, some kind of a retracement towards the 37 will be very healthy. Below this one, we are heading towards the gap at the 3561, long continuation above 3852. DKNG, strong resistance, the 32-33 area, strong resistance. So let's see. Now 3065 needs to hold before the next leg up, if we will get next leg up. Hi Toby, thank you very much for joining. Coin, by the way, we have the Fibonacci online program pre-recorded, the same program as the one-on-one, but it's pre-recorded, so you can do it your own time, whenever you want. It's lifetime, guaranteed lifetime access for support, guidance from me, and all Discord channels available in English, and since yesterday also available in Hebrew. Not subtitle is in Hebrew. The online program is in Hebrew. So check the links in the description below. 25% off, limited time offer until the end of the Jewish holidays coming up this Friday. So take the opportunity to become your own indicator, learn from my mistakes. I made this course to try to help you shorten the learning curve of the very tough job of becoming a successful trader. All the things that I've learned since day one in my first 2 rough years until today, everything is compressed in this course, 25%. Check it out. Let me know what you think. Coin, long continuation above 85, 21, short below 72. Always prepare for both sides. Weekly close above 85 and we are heading towards the 100, and it's only my opinion. AMD is killing me day up, day down. It's called exhaustion. You are exhausting yourself in one position. If you're already long, take the money and get out. Not because you're losing money or something. You are exhausting yourself, Aaron. And it's the worst thing that a trader can do for himself or for herself. Exhaustion. Once you get exhausted, you think not clearly. Take the money, close the position, and wait for a better opportunity. Because now AMD is in a downtrend. Okay, since middle of June, it's in a downtrend. In my opinion, and I talked about it, long continuation, a weekly close above this red trend line. But for now, it's going to the downside towards this red trend line. So if I were you, and I was you, and I know the feeling, take the money and go home. You have many more stocks. No need to fall in love with a stock. And it doesn't matter what's the name of the stock. AMD, Tesla, Nvidia, Apple, FTNT, or what else. It doesn't matter. Don't fall in love. Don't fall in love with stocks. It's your money. Take the money, go home, leave AMD alone, let her do what she does for now, find another opportunity. This is my 2 cents. And of course, it's my opinion. In the end of the day, it's your money. Do your own due diligence. Never follow anyone, including myself. Follow to get ideas. In the end of the day, it's your money. Take care of your money. No one else will do it for you. So, any other questions, requests? VIX. What's going on with VIX? We have a double top and this very tough resistance. Now, short continuation below 22.56, long above 101, 102. We have a double top here, which can take us all the way towards, if this double top will validate, and when I mean validate, below another day or two below 2050, we are heading towards 75. Very nice double top scenario. Nothing is 100% guarantee. We need to prepare for both sides. S Sentinel-1, big gap. What else do we have? We can take Fibonacci. long above, I would prefer above 18, sorry. Now, looks like few days already. Struggling with this 18, 16, 54 needs to hold. Have a slight gap over here, if you can see, below it to the downside. If you are long, manage your risk according to the levels to the downside. Long continuation above this, 77, 70, 1770 towards 1990 as a gap. What else? How do you prepare? Well, I answered it. I manage my risk. I move my stop losses. I tighten my stop losses. And on positions that I can reduce the position size, I reduce position size. I wait for a day after the CPI, not tomorrow, but Thursday. And then I get a feeling where market is heading. I hope it answers your question. And of course, I don't take any new positions today. For sure, no new positions for me for swing. And tomorrow, at least until noon, 12 p.m. Eastern time, I will not take any new swing positions. I hope it answers your question. So if no other requests, no other questions, no other comments, once again, thank you very much for joining these pre-market preparations. Don't forget, 12 p.m. Eastern time, another live midday market review. Thank you very much for joining. Don't forget to check the links in the description below for more educational resources. Until the next video, trade safe.